Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that setup and how-to for the game Steam Up, A Feast of Dim Sum. With that, let's go ahead and dive right into my afterthoughts, starting with components. Yeah, so for the deluxe edition, I don't know how to compare it to this base game, so I don't 100% know what is or is not the same, but I do know that primarily the dim sum pieces are these kind of squishy-ish type of tokens instead of just the punch board. Now, when I demoed this at Gen Con, I recall the pieces being quite a bit squishier, similar to that of the first player bow bun that I had purchased with the game. However, the final product is closer to something akin to the berries that you would get in the Everdell game. So not necessarily a bad thing, but man, I was really hoping that they would be that super squishy texture like the first player bow. But neither here nor there. It's better than Punchboard, and I do love that. So otherwise, it's yeah, the pieces are really good. The insert, yes, I know there was an add-on insert. Could be a little bit better, but I'll address that down the line. So going into my impressions of this game, starting with, I guess, let me tackle two players since that is the count that I played the most of. It plays okay. It plays just okay at two player. In each two-player playthrough, the scores were close, like 1, 2, or 3-point swing, which, yeah, that's cool, and I like a close game. Um, but I guess because there was really only one other player at the table, and there was if you're attacking someone or taking something or thwarting it, you're only thwarting one other person. So it really just sort of fell for me a little flat in the two-player category. Moving up to a four-player category, the game got a little bit better because now there was a bigger fight for the dim sum steamers. So you're really trying to maximize your turn and figure out, all right, what do I have to get done here? And if I rotate the table in such a way, I know that this person isn't going to get a chance to get what they're going for. So there's more strategy and kind of take that than in the two-player realm. With all of that said, though, my main problem with the game, and I guess and this is definitely personal opinion because for me it's I don't fully enjoy a game whereby there's no end game scoring that keeps a semblance of mystery to essentially who is going to win. So during the course of play, and as the Steam trays are coming to the final, 1, 2, or 3, you can glance at the scoreboard and not much is going to change. In your end game condition, you're only going to get, one victory point for every couple of cards that you have, and you might lose one if you have some spare tokens. Um, Spare tokens wasn't something that we really encountered a whole lot. But my point being is that by the time the end game is about to happen, you already see essentially who's going to win. So yeah, that again just pulls back again. Now, not that the play experience was unenjoyable because it was fun. But once you get close to end game, you already see, oh well, shit, I'm not gonna win. I think this could be easily addressed by adding in a it's a lazy way of doing it, but it could work, a secret objective. Whether that be have the most fortune cards at the end of the game, have the most dim sum pieces on your board, have purchased the most steam baskets, or have the least amount of um, bow dim sum pieces. I don't know. There's a number of things where you could start to mix it up a little bit for some form of end game mystery. So it's like, all right, during the play, you might see that I'm behind, but what you didn't know is that I was going to get 5 victory points for completing my objective, which was going to bump me ahead. And 5 victory points is a lot in this game because the scores are close. in pretty much every playthrough, and again, that's a good thing. But no matter how close it is, you already see who's going to win. So why is Dim Sum a game you may want to add into your collection? Well, for me, it's an easy to learn and easy to play game. So pretty much anyone can pick it up and get playing in an instant. And it's not so complex that it's not understandable, but it also doesn't play so quickly that it's like, oh man, that was so easy and so quick. So those two things definitely positives in my book. The reason why you may not want to add this game into your collection is really because, as I mentioned, there's no real mystery to who's going to win. Especially if someone does somehow just get ahead, they're pretty much staying ahead. So the game's done. So no matter what you're doing, if a person is up by 10 points, they've pretty much win. So if you don't want to play a game where a player at the table who is in last knows they're in last and it could take away from the fun factor for them. Not that winning is everything, but you're playing to win. You want to have a sense of, man, I'm playing this, but I have no chance of winning. So, yeah, enough harping on that one. So that'll do it for this one, guys. If you have any questions about Dim Sum, or sorry, Steam Up, please leave a comment down below. I'm happy to answer them as best as I can. If you've enjoyed the video, I do appreciate the support. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And as always, everyone, until next time, thanks so much for watching.